Oh no. It broke. The swivel plates aren't exactly working still, I've noticed. Don't look. Nobody look. Guys, I may have got carried away yesterday off stream. And I may have built something for Braves Build Challenge. I mean, like, the main part's finished, but, like, I think I'm definitely going to add some more to it. But, hold on, wait till everybody gets here. Welcome in, welcome in. Yesterday we built this masterpiece, and then we also built a brick, randomly. Although, I'm noticing now it's off-center, which I think it's the dimensions of these things. They should be even, but I don't know how I got off by one stud. I feel like they're off-grid or something. Don't look. Don't look. You can look at this stuff, but there's something behind me that I built. I want to wait till more people are here to show it off.
What's up, everyone?
This came together so nicely. I really do like this build. Hello, Diamond. How you doing? All right. Also, rocking a different skin for today. I haven't worn this one in a while, but it's one of my favorites. It just has, I don't know what it is about it. It looks so good. It's behind that building. There's something over there. You can kind of see it under this building. But I'm not going to show you yet. How's it going, Boo Kitty? Yeah, this one we built. This is what I built day one for the pass. And then, don't look. This we built yesterday. And I started the tutorial. I didn't end up getting it finished. Heather hasn't been feeling well, so I've been hanging out with her lately. But otherwise, this uses essentially, you know, this uses 100% Battle Pass parts or Lego Pass parts, where this one I use some parts, not from the Lego Pass, here and there. Mostly just decorations, like up here, and then there was some white floors and stuff. But check it out, guys. Wait for it, wait for it. Hold on. Don't look, don't look, don't look, don't look. There. The big reveal. Wait for it. What do you think? Like normal, I can't sleep at normal hours, so I end up staying up and building stuff. But I ended up building something for Braves' new build challenge, which is childhood toys. So the prompt is essentially to build like a giant version of your favorite childhood toy. So I kind of did some thinking and was like, what could I build that would be doable in this game with these parts and would also represent one of my favorite toys as a child? So I elected to choose to build, and I essentially finished the main part of the build. I might add some extra sides, but let me know what you guys think. I built a Game Boy Color, or the arcade lounge. But I built a big ass Game Boy, and I even did the stickers with the barcode on back. I couldn't really do there, like, because there's another sticker right there on the back, and I didn't do the part because, like, on a Game Boy Color, the bottom kind of protrudes out and kind of has a rounded back right here. Didn't really want to go with like a chunk. There was nothing I could really do to make a smooth curve, so I just decided to go without it. But I did include the game cartridge, the side ports. Even this is the power button, so like this would switch up and down. And then over on this side, there's like a couple of... Technically, there's another little port up here, too, I think. I just didn't have enough room in the build for it. But I did include the side ports there. There is the power button with the little arrow things for the power. And then the speakers, start and select, and A and B, which I wish there was tables that were slightly larger than this, because they're not... This is the closest to scale item I could find. If anybody could think of a better item in hindsight. But this is what I ended up using, was the frightful furnishing for the buttons. I don't think there was a bigger one. Like these ones are a little bit bigger, but they're not perfectly circular, so they kind of were off the list. But I couldn't find anything else that matched this that was bigger. So yeah, here's my, and I think I'm gonna build some of those, some of these bricks around it because that was also one of my favorite childhood toys. Obviously, was Lego. So video games and Lego, I thought this would be the perfect way to represent it. I could have gone a little thicker, like I think one more plate thicker on the body maybe, but otherwise, I'm pretending this is Pokemon Blue version. Because that's my brother got Pokemon Red for Christmas, and I got Pokemon Blue, so I was always I had that game cartridge, so I ended up just and then I also didn't have any red floors, or I guess I could have done something red, but the floors were just lent themselves easier to making the shapes. And then I was thinking about it, trying to do pixel art in the screen, but I don't know what the scaling. Like I would have to make sure the scaling. Like maybe I did it perfect. Is this 64 by 64? Or whatever it is, 18? It's not very many bits. I would have to like count the studs here and like do math to figure out how big each pixel would have to be. It would likely be like a 2 by 2. Like 4 studs makes 1 pixel if I want. But then I'd have to work with tons of different pieces and try to make that all work. I don't think it would have worked very well. How long? This took me about, I think like an hour and a half last night off stream. But it's pretty. So there's some magic going on in here. These are not actually thrusters like they might look like. These are actually vases. I'll kind of reveal the magic here. So which one was it? Was it in this one? Oh, maybe it was under houseware. Yeah, here we go. Zesty Amphora from the Tomato Temple. So I actually embed, as you can see, these are pretty long. So these are actually embedded into it. So like let's I guess just take off like that one. So like you can see I have them, that's where the base of them is. So I have like some insides here and the insides are pushed up. So that way these poke out just a little bit / equal the height of the actual Game Boy. So then, and then in between, luckily we had these, so I had to just do them in a 2 by 2 pattern, and I was able to fill in every single space in between them to make it nice and flush. For the buttons, luckily this is based on the scale. I could have gone a little smaller on the overall scale to match the A and B buttons because I can't make those any bigger. But otherwise, this is a 6 by 6, so there's just a 6 by 6 square in the middle. 6 by 6, 6 by 6 for all the up down to make it all proportional and even. And then I kind of just stood back and held up a picture of a Game Boy. And I didn't get the proportions perfect, but they're like mostly there. And then same thing like for the volume, the light here is actually a lamp that is essentially just embedded into the Game Boy. I'm using this light right here. So what is this one called? Oh, this one's from Lockheed's Lighthouse. Good luck, everybody. That one has been in the item shop for like over a year. But this one's also embedded, so it's kind of hard to see, but I did the same thing. I just built a wall in there, or a floor, technically, for it to go on, embedded back. And then because you can kind of see, I couldn't cover it perfectly, so there's some other black floor pieces that I stuck in and around as tightly as I could to cover it up so you can't really tell that there's an indent right there for the power button. And then we used, where are they? These, so these are free, bowled over. So I just used a couple of these next to each other to do the little accent for the little arrows that are next to the power button. And then was there any other like crazy magic that I did? Not really. Those are the only 2 parts. And then I figured these two words represented Game Boy Color the best because lounge is perfect because in Game Boy Color, Game Boy, like I think is in gray, if I remember memory serves me correct. And then color is in like multiple colored letters like the lounge is. So it worked out. The indent gives it more realism anyway, yeah. And then there's a little crack in the screen if you noticed it. The math that all these pieces I used, I think it was these ones would have worked better. No, I kind of like the pixelation of it. I don't know. Should I go back and replace? I didn't even know there was a smooth option for that. Because I must have been using these. And then when I had to fill in another gap, because I was using all of these, the only thing I could fill it in with was like its counterpart that had a little notch in it. So the screen has a little crib, but I guess that's also a little bit of accuracy too. Yo, it was easy with the rate of 13. Let's go. Welcome in. How you doing? How we doing? Just showing off my in the night it actually the power button kind of pops off a little more because it is literally a light. That was the main thing. I had to find a light. Oh wait. I wish I could do emotes like in the sky. So I could emote like right here and like pretend I'm in the screen. Like I am in the like I'm the There we go. I am the game. No, it's all good. If I'm the same way. I'm 32 years old and like I essentially grew up with social media, but it wasn't there when I was a child and like, you know, so it wasn't like ingrained into my brain since birth about like social media, liking, interacting. So like as like a what is it a millennial who does the internet, I forget to like, I forget to follow, like it's like I care. It's not that I don't care. It's just that like that part of the like culture isn't ingrained into my brain to like, oh yeah, if I actually liked it, click the like button, or if I actually like want to see more of this person, actually click the follow button. So I don't blame anybody. I'm the same way. The only thing I wish was there was bigger buttons for A and B, but otherwise, if they were about 30% bigger, it'd be perfect. But otherwise, that's about as close as I can get it.
Oh yeah, it's all coming together.
It's all coming together. And now I'm kind of like, I don't mind this blue color, but now I'm kind of wishing I went with a funner color like the orange. Also, this mostly uses, like for the body, is from the new LEGO Pass. So, if you've bought the new LEGO Pass using code Epic Bricks, technically I could have made it, I think it almost might have looked better if I made it the dark blue too. I don't know if I think I had the same amount of part selection for that. But orange would have been a good color too. Orange would have made a really cool Game Boy, but I like the blue. I do like the blue. Do you like my barcode? You could tell. Could you tell it was a barcode before I told you it was a barcode? It's sticking out. It's not embedded into the build like the rest of it is. Yeah, this is my Brave Builds challenge build. Let's get going on what I kind of wanted to add to it, which is I want to figure out I want to see if I can do it better than I did over here, because for the challenge, it's your favorite childhood toy, and obviously Game Boy and video games is one of my favorites, and Lego as well. So I want to see if I can do a better version of these, because I don't know how I didn't get these. How is the math not lining up there? Because I've got two studs over here and one stud over here. But I'm like, how did I get that uneven? Shouldn't it all be even? I guess I'll just build it right here. Is there even a long version of that for the orange? I guess not. These new pieces snap so oddly. Like, you can only go front to back. You can't go side to side. I don't get why certain parts they don't build in a side snap. You can do front and back. And then also, when you flip, like, if I want, like, I could snap here. But, like, let's say I wanted to switch this just so it was like that. But I have to nudge it to get there if I want it flipped. See how, like, it's just so weird. It only lets you orient it one way on that flip, where other pieces, I feel like you could flip it and not have to nudge it afterwards, unless they changed like the whole code for all the pieces. Does the vertical placements also work for the blueprints? Yes, it does. It's revolutionary, but I don't know why they again, these new I swear they did this on purpose to make you use the nudge feature, because all of these new roof pieces, they all spawn one whole unit like below the floor, so it like forces you to have to use the vertical nudge tool anyway. It's kind of silly, but I'm glad at least the solution is like fixed itself. And why do these not stack on top of each other at all? Like, no matter where I look, again, I have to use the vertical nudge tool. Once I get it nudged, then it keeps it on that axis as long as you don't look away from the build. Oops. See, now I'm gonna have to reset it. Damn it. Well, really, all I need is one on, and then I can snap the rest. I guess I don't need to build all the outside parts, but... Actually, let's see if this is even the right dimensions to, like... So these, I just don't understand how I got these off-centered on the other one. They'd have to be like even like one more space over, right? Right? Get out of here. Because I would obviously have to make this taller right now. It's more of a plate, but I'm just trying to see if I can even get this remotely right. See, now I feel like I did it too far in. It's probably I'd have to really count the studs and make this like, it probably needs to be like two, like the block that I'm building, it probably needs to be like 2 studs thinner to make the proportions a little more on point. Right? think we're on the right track here. Oops. Can't see. See that one? I think that's the right spacing. I think if I made that taller, that'd be the ticket right there. How come you don't play survival? I do. You play in sandbox for 3 days, and everybody asks, why don't you play survival? Lately the game has just been not extremely updated as far as new content. So I've had less drive to just physically be in my expert world at all. Just because like I can continue building stuff there for sure. But that leads into the other problem with the lag and the bugs. My expert world doesn't have like exponential amounts of builds there, but I got a good amount of builds there. I got a good amount of builds I spent a ton of time on, and they're all, not all in one area of the map, but they're decent amount spread out. But the world ends up becoming pretty laggy, especially when I'm flying around in my airship or something. It's just constant rubber banding and stuff. So with the new update, I've more just I created, this is literally like a brand new sandbox world that I made like 3 days ago when the Battle Pass came out. So I built this, and then I built the prefabs. I can't even remember where. It's probably, I built them over here, I think. But I've just been building and kind of having some fun in between major content updates. So I love playing survival / expert, but it hasn't had any like major appeal to me lately because it hasn't been kept up as much as we'd all like. Yeah, I've seen some of the Death Star leaks, for sure. But yeah, okay. So how many? Because all I would have to do is double this to make a 2x4 brick. So it's 3. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of those going that way. Okay. Because what I would like to do, if it's possible, I want to put Lego bricks kind of cascading out from behind the Game Boy. And I've got I've got 2 different colors of blue, and I think I could do like a blue and an orange brick on this side, and then a yellow and the other blue over on the other side. Can I show my base in expert? I have a tour on my YouTube if you want to check it out of my main storage base in expert, but I have tons of different villages that I built just for fun in my expert world as well.
Did you see Kaboom's message about getting a key?
Yes, I did actually this morning. I need to get that. Was he? Because I think he said he was logging off, but I do need to get a key so I can start running some with them. I've been forgetful mostly about that. Okay. Because I want to do these at an angle, but I don't know if I am going to be able to build them as high as I want at an angle. But I guess we'll see. This is outstanding. I love the scale. Thank you. It's inspired for Brave's build challenge, so I'm going to build some Lego bricks behind it as well. So if I build something at a weird angle, I can just think I know how to get it like up off the ground. If I wanted to make it higher, I think I got it. Hold on. I don't know where I'd want to build it, so we'll just start here. Actually, I probably want to build this on a flat surface. Otherwise, it'll end up being a little weird. So let's just do this. Now with the vertical nudge tool, this actually should make this, what I'm actually trying to do, a heck of a lot easier. Hold on. I guess let's just start with this. Because before I would have to go like this. Or right here, I can go to vertical nudge and then just drive it down and into the ground like that. And then I could even nudge it over more and adjust. Yeah, you have so much more freedom with this now. It's like this was possible before, but the workarounds were like immaculate. Oh, damn it. At least the whole thing didn't break. I was not expecting that damage to transfer over like that. See, now if I want to do a brick, which I should, that's actually probably the perfect distance because the brick's going to be like in between there. So now, wait, wouldn't I have wanted it going like the other way? See, like now you can actually make this work. A lot better. So let me just transfer this one over to the other side. Oops, I goofed it up. Yeah, because now I just need like floors, so that way I can make this. Because I want to build these bricks at an angle, and this is there an easy way to do this, Zep? Can you think about an easy way to do this? I'm trying to build like an arm, so that way I can start the angled bit, like because otherwise I'd have to build the brick out of the ground. Where I'm trying to essentially here is make like a little post that I can start start this build on, whether this be sideways off of there. So like from here, this is where I would start building. Like someone tell me if there's like, maybe I'm just overthinking this. This is why I like having you guys around. But like, let's flip that. Make it vertical axis, put it back. But like essentially I would start this brick, you know, like that would be like maybe the corner of the brick. So that way, by the time I built the whole thing out, it's jetting out from behind the Game Boy. And since I need it to be about yay thick, I need about that much space. Yeah, Kabumi, you really got me inspired. Have you seen it yet? So, is anybody in there right now, Kaboom? I just saw that you were in here. I thought MJ was talking about the Discord message. Yeah, let's go get it. I just saw that you were in here. Let's go get it now. I saw MJ's comment, but I thought he was talking about the Discord message because I did see that. Let's do it. You're on my list already, right? I'm almost positive you are. Or is someone else in? Yeah, so sorry, Kaboom. I did not see your messages there earlier. No rush, no rush. Oh, okay, Kaboom ED. Okay. So same one. Slightly different. Did you have to make a separate one just for world keys? I take it. No, that's not my survival world. That's just that literally is just a for fun sandbox world that you saw me in. My main expert world, which if you guys want, I can cart you around to some of my builds in my expert world if you want to see it. Because in expert, you can't change. Like if you play expert, you can't change the settings, even if you wanted to. You can't turn on flying. You can't turn off hunger. You can't turn off stamina. You have to play with all the settings and do everything. So I do love playing in my expert survival world. And in regular survival worlds, you can turn flying on. That's not the way I prefer to play. However, when I'm playing in sandbox, flying doesn't matter. It's just for the fun of the build. The Game Boy is so beautiful, like BMO from Adventure Time. Yeah, I probably could do I mean, I think actually, didn't Tio Burger do a BMO? Tio Burger did BMO, didn't he? I know he did an Adventure Time treehouse. He did the treehouse. But did he do a BMO? I think he did a BMO. There's regular Kaboom. Sean Kramer, yeah. Does that one method work where you use a swivel plate to like rotate a tire into the build and it starts like pushing you, like it starts like yeeting you up forward? Is that still a thing? I wouldn't know where to find a tutorial for that. I haven't put one out for that myself. But I was asking other people, like, so I can help you. Actually, I need to give him leader, don't I? How late is it? It's only 5 p.m. or 4:50 rather. Yeah, Braves. So like, as far as the scale for the Game Boy, that was I think one of the parts of Braves build prompt was to have it be scaled, like large version of the toy. Yeah, the balloon propulsion's definitely gone, but there's a new thing that someone figured out. You use like a turntable and like you rotate a tire or something that's on a turntable and it ends up like glitching out and just like kind of levitating you forward. It's not like stupid fast, but it's like almost better than a thruster in the way that once you get it going, like once you leave that swivel plate in that position, once it moves you, you don't have to stop until you move it again. Demi Storm. Right now, I was what you saw me in was in sandbox, but I mostly like to play in expert mode. The problem that I was talking about earlier was, one, there hasn't been tons of content. Like right now, I could go fight spires and grind corrupted crystals, but after like 6 months of not having prior updates to that, it's not the most exciting, busy work that I feel like grinding right now. So I've just been building in sandbox mode. Yeah, I'll try to show you the Lego Pass when I get back in the lobby. Oh, I'm not even in chat. Oh, wait, no, I had friends on. How's it going, by the way, man? Yay! Is this a starter village? Okay. So I haven't even started my own world that has the starter village. I think it only pops up on regular survivals, doesn't it?
What's up, brother?
Wait, where's the new Lego emote? It's one of these traversals. Oh, there. That's it, right? Wait, what does this look like in BR? Is it Lego in BR too? Oh no. Go cows, go. Choo choo. Did he be leaning? So essentially, because we talked, this is overall, this is a race for corrupted crystals. That's also the reason I haven't been doing it in my main world. Because if I'm going to be doing it in this world, I'm going to be a little burnt out on grinding crystals. But essentially, our goal, correct me if I'm wrong, Kaboom, is this. This is a challenge to see who individually can collect the most corrupted crystals by, I believe it's the end of the month. Okay, and this is a safe zone. What's going on over here? Hey, what's up, Neptune? What are you doing over here? You don't belong over here. Oh God, I fell into the grinder. Ah! It's just like tearing me apart. Like a blender. By September 6th, okay. So pretty much about a month, about a full month then. Neptune, you're everywhere. He's everywhere. Oh, and there's some freebies. Look at you guys. So this is the community safe. I mean, like it's so like have other people started their own villages yet? Or are we still pretty early? Like if I wanted to, is that like on the table? We can go like start our own area and stashes. I wish when you turned PvP on, or they just had like they need to add an option, especially with the like shared worlds. They need to have like separate or like hide collective HUD or something, where like if I'm a player and you're a player and we're in a PvP world, I don't want to be able to see what like your map discovery should be separate from mine, like everybody in the world. So like I could go over here and explore, build a base right here, and they would almost never know because one, on their map, this area wouldn't even be explored yet. And when I built the village icon wouldn't pop up for other. That's what I think that would add more depth into the PvP experience on Epic's end if they could give us more controls for that. Because like I love the idea of PvP, but what's the point? Is it like if you could just zoom in and be like, oh God, who's that running at me on the map? You know what I mean? It would make it too. It takes the I guess the fun out of if you're trying to RP or actually like sneak up on someone and do like an invasion or yeah, exactly. Because it just feels a little too. Oh god. Oh god. You scared me.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's okay. He
sorry.
was mostly just like, I hear me.
I was listening to you.
It's
I
all
was
good.
wondering what that was.
Play radio. Sir, please turn down your radio.
Sorry. Yes. Yes,
No,
sir.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding, bro. It's okay. It happens all the time.
Oh man, that scared me too. Hey, how's it going? Welcome in.
Doing well, man. Nice to see you.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm so glad I could get you this world key. So me, Llama, and Flocka were in here earlier. I was supposed to get with Crafty at some point today, but I think he may have got busy. So he may pop in later tonight.
Okay.
But this village here is a safe place for everybody.
Okay.
And so we put these fires to kind of show the boundaries of the safe zone.
Oh, I see.
And you're welcome to anything in here. And yes, you can grab materials and then go build your own village. And that village is your village. It's safe for you. You can't be attacked.
Cool.
You can't have anything stolen. All that good stuff. I'm gonna still hide my stuff because I think it's fun.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
No one should be taking any of your stuff.
No, that makes sense.
Uh,
It's like I said, it's more immersive that way. And like when we do stuff like that, it's just what I was talking about. We just need more immersive tools to add into the settings because I like stuff like that.
100%. We were talking today about how wouldn't it be cool if you it had a setting where if you read a book, you would learn the upgrade, and just
Yeah, everybody had separate progressions. Oh,
I think that would be so much fun. Like being able to do that. And then what you said about the map, that would be amazing. Then you could like go hide somewhere and not everybody on the map would be like, oh, just follow that
wonder where
squiggly
he
line."
went. Just follow the snake that goes 3,000 meters into the distance.
Right. Right. Oh man, that's so good. So yeah, we've got stuff here. We got beds, we got little setup, and I think Llama and Flocka have already built bases over on the Lost Isles. So you're welcome to do whatever you want, sir.
Cool. Well, as you can see, I'm looking a little homeless here. I'm looking to move out of my box.
I love that. That is so cool. That is such a good. That's awesome.
It's one of my favorite skins just because of the hat or the head.
Yeah, yeah. All right. Well, if you have any questions, I'll be in your chat. Just holler, and I'll do my best to answer them.
Okay, cool, man.
Oh, and then so something we don't know, and I've been getting mixed responses from people. Some people are saying spires are respawning, and other people are saying they're not.
I have seen the
So,
mixed reviews of that
we're
on the
not
Reddit.
sure.
Or somebody
Um,
said they.
I may jump into a world and do a little testing and see if I can get spires to respawn. But there is a green spire over here that we ended up finding. I'm kind of tempted of taking that spire out and then seeing if it respawns in this world.
Yeah, I've
So,
seen mixed reviews. People saying like they're only coming back as white ones or not as all. And then I'm seeing other people saying the red ones and the other ones are respawning and marking themselves appropriately. But I haven't even checked myself yet. I've been a little checked out on my world.
yeah, same here. I've been so busy, and then it's like I logged into one world, and then it didn't work, and then I'm reading 3 messages saying it does work, and so I think it's a little confusing.
I think
out
that's
there, but-
every bug. It's like that's why some people complain, and then the people are like, "What are you talking about? It's fine."
Right. Yeah, I was like, it works fine for me. So we're gonna. I think as of right now, we're just leaving the spires alive. You can farm them, the ones that spawn in mobs. We haven't. I don't think we put down a gem cutter yet, so we're not quite at the red spire level yet. I think we've got the purple ones.
Mhm.
So any spires you find will be purple, and I think again, maybe I'm not sure. I hope that they spawn enemies, so feel free to farm those.
Okay.
And then if you find titans, farm those.
So don't take
All-
out the spires completely, just in case, because we don't know what their status is right now.
Correct. Yep.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah, appreciate it. So I'll I'm kind of tempted if you want to take that green one out and we can test it and see if it comes back. Feel free to do that.
Okay.
If not, I might do it on Monday in the stream and just see, so we can kind of do a little testing.
We'll have to just start marking them and putting bus stations on them.
Yeah, that'd be great.
All right, well, I'm probably gonna work on my build for a little bit, and then I can probably end the stream hopping back in here because I want to do something else a little bit today too.
Awesome. Have a great stream. I'll talk to you later.
I appreciate it, man. Thanks for getting me in here.
Bye.
It's kaboom, everybody. So I will be playing in that world. We're gonna, if you didn't hear, we're competing to see who can get the most corrupted crystals by, I think it was September 6th. And it's kind of a free-for-all. I'm gonna put a decent amount. I'm not gonna grind 4-hour streams every day. That might drive me crazy. But I definitely want to dedicate portions of my streams for the rest of the month towards working towards that, collecting crystals in that world, and kind of playing outside of my own expert world for once. Oh, you can sync chest. Oh yeah, because you can still access them if they're like within the range still. Hi. How you doing? UCSS are just leaked. Like fully leaked, you mean? Like as in like we got full pic? Because it's been like there's been blurry pics and all sorts of pictures circulating for like the last couple weeks, I feel like. But I mean, did someone get like a full-on, uncensored, unblurred box picture? Because I've only seen close-ups of the figures and stuff. I'm playing solo right now, and then later I'm going to be playing in. I'm not guaranteed to be playing with anyone, but I'm going to be playing with in a world with some other members of the community, including Kaboom. I believe Brave's in there. I believe can't remember if Kaz is in there with us, but I know Crafty's with us as well. So that was for the square. So yeah, I think this is going to be perfect because if I want it, because that was for a 2x2 brick, and then another 3 would be a 2x4 brick. Yeah, that's perfect, right, chat? I got it. Like the brick is going to pop out like at the perfect spot. Oh, NZ off stream last night. I'm guilty. It's for Braves build challenge. I'm sorry. I know everybody's just joining. He's like, what the hell? Yeah, I kind of got carried away the other night and ended up building a Game Boy for Braves build challenge. So I did that. I even included the stickers on the back. And then there's the side ports on the left. Got the power button with the little accent. There's like little arrow things next to the power button. Got the power switch. At least I would think, yeah, that was the power switch, right? And then it's the arcade lounge. The arcade lounge. But yeah, I tried to copy. I used a reference photo of a Game Boy to get it as closely as I could. So we got the cartridge, and then right below that is a barcode, and then right below that is like this is like a Nintendo sticker. It has a bunch of fine print on it, which I didn't. I just put the kind of the. I guess I could have left it blank, and then this is another like Nintendo sticker technically. But the speakers are vases that are actually embedded into the build. Those aren't thrusters. They kind of look like thrusters, but they're actually vases from one of the kits. And then for the power button, I used one of the lamps from Lockheed's Lighthouse and like also embedded it like into the build. The Star Wars wall hanging has bigger circle stuff. That's wait, does it? Wait, is that? But which one? Because I was actually I was at a loss earlier. Maybe you weren't in it yet. But which ones are the Star Wars wall hanging? Oh, really? What was I forgetting about? Was there a different circular, like, plain black piece? Or were they like these? I guess that would have to be weird because those aren't. I'd have to do a weird tech. Oh, okay. Are you talking about this one? They are a little bit bigger. Problem is this is already I'd have to do some tech to. I guess I would only have to put a pressure plate on. If I could get it on there backwards, maybe. I wonder if it'll attach backwards. Like if it, nah, it's gonna be object in the way, or needs supporting piece. I'd have to find like the perfect piece to like bridge that gap. They're about the perfect size that I would need them to be too. Because that was my only gripe about it myself, is that the buttons weren't big enough, and I also think I need to move them over just a little bit more, but I can't really tell right now. They fixed the bug for the spires. They said they did. I don't know how true that is exactly, but yeah. So it was 2, 3 long, and then it was 6. That means it. Oh wait, no, it's still just going to be 6 over because it's still a by 2 brick. I just needed to double the other dimensions. See, like this one starts off just too low, so this would be 1, 2. 3, 4, 5, 6. Right? Yeah. Yeah, right? That'll work. How'd you get the coloring on the lettering? Oh, that's just a sign. Wall deco. These are just signs from from the Fortnite Forever Festival kit. Here, actually filter. So like these are just signs that you can. I just use them. I just use the arcade and then the lounge ones. I did, like, obviously, if I could use I wish you could make some custom signs and I'd actually put the word Game Boy, right? But yeah, the arcade lounge. It still sounds catchy, right? You'd buy an arcade lounge? It just sounds like like if PlayStation was named something else in another dimension. The arcade lounge. The ultimate gaming experience. Yeah, good one. Can't see. There. If I get all these ones, then it's just snapping after this. It's too dangerous. I mean, it's like what is it? The daily. You can even they do it in real life. Come on. They give us the options with if you have the what is it? The Tantive 5 set, you could spell ass on it with the printed tiles because it gives you like multiple versions of USA. So you just use the A's and the S's to make ass. And then with the Daily Bugle, you know what you could spell with that, right? Where my dyslexics at? The Daily Bugle. What else can be spelled with that? Come on, do the math. A little thicker. If anybody hasn't arrived, it's the Daily Bulge. If anyone was struggling there. I think like one more, right? Because I want it to be like scaled for the thickness of one brick. The brickness, if you will. What are you building? A Lego brick? Why does this angle hurt my brain? I'm like looking up, but it's like going sideways. It's really messing with me. But really, I only... Oh, God. But really, I can save myself some pieces here and just build the frame. I don't have to build the whole thing. My brain is not braining right here. Even doing the controls feels weird. Come on! Do we have any other pieces that could make, like, I don't think we have any other circle pieces that would make those studs as good as these roof pieces make them. But is there any other color bricks that are possible? Or am I, like, with those, like, if there's any other similar curvy pieces like that? Like, I don't think so, but maybe I'm just forgetting something. Oh, God, I can't see. There we go. Are there? Yeah, there might be. I just don't know what section they would be in. Because, yeah, if, like, yeah, there's stuff like this, but I don't know if that would work the same. But I think there's another piece that's, like, a similar to this. I don't know where they would be. If there is, I don't even know. Okay, and then for the stud placement, we had this pretty much perfect. Okay, just one over that corner. I'm building a Lego brick. You shall see it come together right before your eyes. Oh! What? I'm just trying to feather the button, but I keep double tapping it. I think right there is where we want it. Dookie. Ducky bed. Wait a Mos Eisley, what? You're making custom builds now? Yeah! This is for Braves build challenge that he put out. Wait, oop. I think I did this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, I did that too thick. I think I need to chop a layer off. I'm almost positive I did that 1 too thick. This should just be that many. There we go. And then how many spaces in between did I do the studs? What am I building? A Lego brick right now behind a Game Boy. 4 studs, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 between the studs. So right there. Okay, I'll just get the starting brick done for like all of this. Right? Yeah, it gets listed. Yeah, like it's like it becomes like a public thing that like everybody can see as far as clips. 2, 3, 4. That also needs to go there. As long as I did this right, that should go right there. And I can't see. Yeah, there. Ta-da! Brick number 1. Yeah, this is my Braves build challenge entry. I'm trying to make it look like bricks are kind of exploding out from behind it. So I'm going to do another. So I've got 3 more colors to work with, including. Actually, I might leave out the blue that matches the Game Boy. Otherwise, it's going to blend right in from behind it. I'll just end up making just using the dark blue brick and the yellow brick. I think I do the yellow brick maybe over here. Or the blue one popping out over a little bit higher and off to the right. And then I think I do one of the other remaining color kind of popping up straight somewhere, like off the top. What do you think? Because I just want to kind of have a couple Lego bricks popping out here. Looks the lighting. I should have picked a different angle for the sun. It's like the worst lighting here for it. You can't. I need the light to kind of come from the front here. I'm not even going to break that button. I'm going to swing at that button and end up breaking that on accident. But this is how I did it. Good old angular building. That and the more I go over this way, the better it looks too. Like this angle looks great, but then you can kind of see that corner. But I feel like, boom, yeah, that's the shot. Hold on, I'm gonna go run to the restroom and get my other Red Bull. I'll be back. All right, let's do it. If you're enjoying the stream on TikTok, by the way, come and join me on Twitch. Same username. Should definitely, yeah, probably, Stumpy. Let's do that. Well, you saying that jinxed it. If I don't. You don't think it's sturdy enough? Where's the trust? No, I can't have one that too far out. Otherwise, you won't be able to see it. Or you will be able to see it, rather. So helpful. Is this enough for you? Is this better? No, because it could still break if like one of those pieces. You gotta beef it up from the bottom too. There. Do you feel better now? Right? It's a little bit stronger. It was a little scrawny. A tutorial on how to make the whole thing? Maybe. I've got everything I build. I wanted to do a tutorial for, but it's tough to keep up for me. Last LEGO Fortnite player? Proudly. If that was true, but it's not. But even if I was. I play what I have fun with, not what the numbers dictate, you know? Let's go build another one of these, but going the other way. Is that going to already be more severe of an angle than my other one? Because that one's like roughly a 45, right? I almost want like a slightly more severe angle for this one, maybe.
Now, this is epic.
Da-na-na-na-na, da-na-na-na, da-na-na-na. So the way to do this, what I'm doing with the angled builds, and how to get, see how, like, if you want to get something going off at a 45-degree angle, this is how you do it. Set up a floor, because you want to be building on even space. You got to remember, when you're doing this off-angle stuff, if you use your reference and your reference is, like, tilted as well as angled, then you're going to have a leaning tower. It's going to be, like, all over the place. If you know, and sometimes you might want that. But in this case, we want it to be even on this axis, but we want it to be angled on this axis. So we're going to build a floor, we're going to build the little thing, and then we're going to build one of these so that way when we build it, it just falls over and stays at the angle. From here, we're able to borrow this angle from this, and what we're going to do, and this actually is a lot easier to do now that there's vertical nudging in the game, but you use this, so you aim there, nudge it away, and then we're going to use the switch to our vertical axis and nudge it down until it touches the ground, and then we're going to build it. So now, well, this is like movable. This is now sturdy in the ground. You won't break it unless you actually break it with your pickaxe. So, now we've got that done. What's up? Yeah, for you always. Heather needs me. 1 second. Sorry about that. I know I just walked away, but Heather's like, "You got a minute?" You probably heard me. I was like, "For you, anytime, babe." Especially she hasn't been feeling well the last couple days. So once we get that into the ground, what is that? Why is it not? We can't see that. Yeah, we can't see that, right? We can extend this up now by just repeating this pattern. I guess it doesn't matter. I can just snap it. I'll just do it there. And then right about I just don't want to be able to see it from here. What am I building?
What are you building?
Game Boy Color with Lego bricks for Braves Build Challenge. They aren't the ones who curated their algorithm. Why do people play Lego? Because it's fun. It's like the same reason people play Minecraft or draw or create any form of art. I mean, it's fun using what's at your disposal and using it creatively to make something that means something to you, that represents something that you like in this case, the Braves Build Challenge. He's another content creator, Brave Builds. He does build challenges like monthly, and this challenge was your favorite childhood toy blown up in big scale. So there's parameters. It's fun kind of giving, not only just like building and doing stuff creatively, but also like doing a challenge where you have certain parameters that you have to build under, where there's a theme or certain stipulations, like maybe like where it's a scaled build. So it's not only recreating your favorite childhood toy, but it's doing it in a large blown up scale. And that's easier said than done. Like me crapping this out was kind of a miracle last night. I was just like, I was just like thinking of my favorite childhood toys, and I was using ChatGPT. I was like, what are some good 80s, 90s, and 2000s toys that would be easy to build in Lego form, that have limited curves? Because, in this game, you don't have a lot of curvy pieces, but we have some. So, and it just gave me a list, and it was like, I had Game Boy and a bunch of other things. But when I read Game Boy, I was like, damn, that's probably going to be perfect. I can build that. It's doable within what I have, and it's a fun challenge. So why do people play Lego? I don't know, man. Why does anybody do anything? Because they enjoy it. Because they enjoy it. At least hopefully they do. Excuse me. Red Bulls are coming back for me. All right, so this one, should I make this one the blue one? Should I have blue brick coming out this way? Or the yellow, or the... Because this one's technically orange, isn't it? Yeah, this one looks yellow until you see the yellow next to it. I think I should do dark blue on top and the yellow one over here. I don't know. What do you guys think? What side are the pieces from? A lot of it, what you see here, like the bricks, you can make the bricks all 100% with the new Lego, with the Lego Pass right now, which I'll put a tutorial out for these bricks. It'll be simple, silly, easy, and you can make 4 different colors. It's great. I can do probably a rough tutorial on the Game Boy, but it got fairly complex at certain points. It did take a while. It took me like 2 hours to build, but it was a lot of troubleshooting to be honest. I could probably build it faster the second time around. Like, doing the speakers, I did, like, so many different iterations of this before I got it right. Originally, I was using these coal pieces that I ended up using back here for the barcode text. I was trying to use these coal bits for the speakers, and it looked good at first, but it just wasn't as clean as I wanted it to be because they were too speckled, and then I ended up working out these vases. It was started to get a little complex, but not terrible. So this one's just going to be a little bit higher. And yeah, I think I have this like at the perfect spot. Or do I want it just a little bit further back? Oops. See, that's exactly what I didn't want to do over there. I'm not even going to bother with that one. Actually, let me just extend those down. Why is it always nighttime? Chat. In sandbox mode, I want to, or even survival, an expert you wouldn't be able to. But can I just turn day-night cycle off? Can that be an option? Can we just have it 100% daytime sometimes? And then I can turn it back on if I want a night view? That, or they just need to, and especially in sandbox, they just need to give us like a, go over here and just have like an option. So like you'd have default for weather, which would just, or like daytime, which would cycle through normal. But then you could go through a slider of like, I want just afternoon time. I want just evening time. I want just nighttime. I want just dusk, dawn, all the different like main probably times of day you would want. So if I made that so it would go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that doesn't come out as much as I thought it would. I kind of wanted a little bit more than that, or a little bit further. So I think we just take one off the back, add it to the front, and see how that looks. That's it, right? Right there? Because then it'll come down back in. Three, 4, 5, 6. Right? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 6. 6 that way. 1, 2. Oops. Yeah, what's up, Sammy? Holy moly, that's so cool. You sit down. Thank you, Buzz. We're working on it. This is definitely... I couldn't have represented my childhood better than with a Game Boy Color and Lego. Like, that literally explains probably 6-year-old, like 5, 6-year-old me to 12-year-old me, like, perfectly. It's the arcade lounge. I can't get sued by Nintendo, y'all. See? It's the arcade lounge. It's not the Game Boy Color. Nintendo's got nothing on me. Oh, dang it. That one's wrong, too. How do I keep... I can't get it right. How many did I go here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Maybe 3. Why does it keep doing that? 4, 5, 6, 7. Also, for those on TikTok, come join me on YouTube or Twitch. I'm live over there as well. I try to read all my chats equally, but I gotta say, Twitch ends up most of the time coming first. All right. I should make the rest of it. Yep, okay. Now we just got to fill it in. The reason these pieces don't snap sideways, it's really annoying, and they don't snap on top or below each other very easily. They're really weird on the grid. But you can snap front to back, so once you get a whole line of them going, then it's a lot easier because you can just snap. What are you making? Here, I'll show you. A Game Boy with Lego. See these ones I can't snap at all. Oops. Get in there. Got it. Okay. Okay. No, it just looks like a creepy alien looking out from behind it. Put some eyes on it. It's so good. Thank you. Do you ever think LEGO Fortnite had a fall off? I mean, it has fallen off a lot. It's a fact. It's unfortunate, but it's kind of just how it's been. They have I mean, even I wouldn't even consider the original, like, a lot of people say it fell off like 2 weeks after, and was kind of normal for any game to have millions of players and then kind of lose player base. And this situation, it had a lot of hype that I think a lot of younger people thought it was going to be a BR. And when it wasn't, and they logged out over, they played it for probably a few minutes, and then were like, okay, I'm not playing this, which is unfortunate. But like, I don't think that speaks about the game itself. It's still really good. It just doesn't suit the BR community, so they're not going to play it. But even then, weeks and months, several months after there was over like I think we had 100,000 concurrent players for even months and months and months after release. It wasn't until like December of last year we got a good boost with the Storm King, but then it's been dying more and more ever since as far as player base. Like it's still fun, the people who really enjoy it, but the casual player base is more and more faded as they've continued to release or not release content rather. Because like I also think if they could have squashed bugs way earlier, that's where this game also has suffered from player base loss the most. Lack of content is one thing, but the fact that some of the day one bugs and lag still seem to be pretty prevalent. And I hope moving forward there, we start to see some changes because the community overall has been very vocal lately, and I'm really hoping we get some stuff addressed here. Because it's one of those games where it has potential. Like, how does an open world creative building Lego game like not scream potential? We all know it's there. It's just a matter of execution, right? Perfect. Beautiful. Couldn't have done it better myself, except I did. Yeah, weather toggle would be great, especially for sandbox and stuff. You know what I mean? I got technically 2 more brick colors I can do. The problem is this one matches perfectly with the Game Boy, and I think it'll blend too much. Like it'll just blend right from Game Boy to Lego brick behind it. What's the yellow stuff in the back? Lego bricks. Really big Lego bricks. Yeah, you can sleep through the night. You just have to sleep in a bed. You have to like claim the bed and then sleep. Then once you've claimed that bed, go back up to it and you'll see a separate button to activate the sleep through night. When did the boat bed come out? With this Lego pass. It's literally same with a lot of the pieces you're seeing here. The blue pieces are from the Lego pass. Those are from the Lego pass. Those are from the Lego pass. You can literally build Lego with this season's Lego pass. All right. I think the one up here, we do at a very light angle. I think we don't want straight up, but I don't want one that matches the other two. I think we need to go like slight off to the left. Like have it start from the right, but just have like a slight left tilt to it. Right? Oh, no worries. Says I'm French. Sorry for my English. People are too humble. You know a little bit of my language. I know none of any other language, so you don't have to apologize. I'm getting most of the messages across. Oh yeah, the Lego brick. It's just too relatable and it's simple. That'll go hard. So I'll probably put that ahead of Finit because I did some recording for this one, but this one will probably take precedence. Okay, so now, if you're wondering how I did the angled builds, also let's beef up that thing. Let's reinforce this just a little bit so there's like more. Oh, yeah. I forgot. Can I use an interior wall to fill it, though? Oh, it was already an interior height. Gotcha. I'm just doing this for in case it ends up breaking. Neptune made me nervous. I know it's ugly back here, but it doesn't matter. We just need this to not be so... Like, if I accidentally take a swing at this thing, I need it to be a little beefier than it is currently. That's all. What am I building? This. Oh, the lighting is like perfect right now for the bricks. Yeah, that is so cool. Thank you. All right. So, we're going to set up another angled build here. We're going to tilt it, I think, just a little bit to the left. So we're going to build a little flat area here. And then this one, we don't want angled much at all. I don't know if I want to do 1 brick or 2 brick. But basically all you do is you do kind of this move. So you have now this angle, and then what we're going to do is so once you build on this, you see how it's building at an angle? But if you build on top of that, obviously this thing would just move if you pushed it. So what we're going to do, and it is made much easier, and I should probably do a tutorial for this too, especially with the new controls. So all you do is you look at this, so you reference this to get the off angle, and then you nudge it away without moving your camera. And then what we need to do is, there's a new control. If you look down on the bottom of my screen, switch plane. There should be a button on console. I'm not sure what it is, but you're going to click that button. And now when you nudge up and down, it's actually going to vertically nudge. So now from here, we're going to nudge it down till it touches the ground to turn green, and then we're going to place it. So now it's at the exact same angle as this, but it's built into the ground. We cannot move this. Whereas this, that would just move. Square on PS5? Okay. Oh, was it Neptune? I thought it was NZ. Or no, was it NZ? I thought it was Neptune. But then... Actually... I got a little bit. I should probably put that back just a little bit, but then I'm going to have... Just put it back. Yeah. Yeah. So now that we have this angle, as you can see, all I do is kind of extenuate this going upwards. Am I going crazy? Yeah, I think we're good. I would do 1 rectangle and then quit. Something about this game, and like, I love building IRL, but something about building digitally, it's so much like, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's like the undiagnosed ADHD-ism in me that just like my brain processes it easier here and has a easier time managing like a non-physical inventory in my head to build with, and makes it a little more like flowy to just throw something down if I want to. Like just like building in Bricklink Studio, just having every piece available if I want to make something. We want the dark blue so it doesn't match the Game Boy. Let's see. Might need to build it higher because this is going to be two. Wrong one. See how there's two different blues. And this one's wrong. It's green on the menu, but it's actually the darker blue. 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, not nearly tall enough. Probably bring it up by like... What's going on? I think it's bugging a little bit. Yeah, I see it didn't place correctly. I think I have to free... No, it's even being weird there. Doesn't like it. Yeah, odd. It's like starting to be weird. So this is what happens when you build off grid like this at an angle. Sometimes the pieces start to get a little wonky and not line up, just like you saw there. So I can snap it there, but I can't snap it to the piece. It's weird. It's being very precise. It's being very particular about where I have to look to actually successfully place it. All right, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think that's the right amount. It's about the same percentage sticking out as the rest of them. The question is, do I build the brick out to the right or to the left? I think I build it out to the right, right? Like go boom, boom, instead of boom, boom, right? I go to the right. To the right, right, chat? You think? And yes, the power button does indeed glow. Toot toot. Time for bed. Tell me why this skin looks funny. It looks perfect for the bed. Just a little boxman sailor. Oh, will I have room if I go to the right? I think so. Four, 5, 6. Perfect, right? Whoa, what are these illegal building techniques? The best kind. Why are you in creative mode? Because I'm feeling creative. And I don't much feel like the game's been a bit laggy. Not a bit laggy, but pretty darn laggy, especially lately. And my expert world isn't the easiest thing to play around on. Even though they did make it essentially easier to build now with the village chest actually working for build structures and stuff. Oh no, I'm getting mad misalignments on this angle for some reason. You see that? Wait, I think if you log out and log back in, it might fix it. Let's try that. That's worked before. I feel like sometimes that fixes alignment issues. I forgot I gotta go collect everything. Those ones are complete, so we're good. Not right now, my friend. I'm gonna do some more. I'm gonna finish up what I want for this build, and then I'm gonna go into the community world that I've got, or not the community world, rather, but the challenge world I'm doing with some other creators. Let's hop back in. If you're enjoying the stream, by the way, over here on the TikTok, come and join me over on Twitch or YouTube. Same username, Epic Bricks. And if you guys aren't already using a creator code in the item shop, I do indeed have a creator code, and that is also exactly what my username is, Epic Bricks. If you want to support me in the item shop, I'd highly appreciate it, especially if you're not, like I said, if you're not already supporting someone and you got a blank creator code and you're buying stuff out of the item shop consistently, get me in there. Aha, it fixed, right? It looks way better. Three, 4, 5. 6, 7. These pieces are so annoying. They're so inconsistent. Like, every time I nudge them around, they, like, reset their orientation. And they're, like, one... See, like, now it's, like, one stud too shallow. Or is my character just in the way? Got it. See, it looks like I'm starting to go off the... the off-grid thing is starting to get a loopy. I can see right there. It's a little off. Yeah, how's it going? I come from TikTok. Hey, thank you for joining me. You did it. You didn't have to, but you did it. Thanks, man. Or madam, I should say. I hope this all works. Yeah, see, it's going to be... I'm going to have to relog, like, multiple times, I think, to get this to realign itself. That angle is giving me problems. The other two didn't do that at all. And those are, like, more severe angles. It's just touchy. session is invalid. Don't tell me that. Let me in. Yeah, I see you over there, TikTok. RLL. Or, sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your name. Dogwin. Dogwin. I'll just say that part. That part I can pronounce. Yeah, well, thank you, Chelsea fan. I appreciate it. Oh, I don't have my Twitch notifications pulled up. Sorry about that. Boop. Now I do. Yeah, I see you on Twitch. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That should have fixed it again, right? It appears so. Yeah, so I guess if you have this issue, just keep relogging. Does it only do that when I snap it, or does it do that when I free place it too? Yeah, even when I pre-place it, it gets a little weird. So I'm gonna have to do this like bit by bit. Oh. Because it's gonna keep misaligning, and then I'll have to relog, and then it'll get too misaligned, and then I'll have to see it right there. I guess I can do as much as possible. It's just not letting it see now it won't fit there. So these ones are just fine. So I'll probably have to relog at least one more time, but you can see there's a gap there, but when I relog it should be better. Should be. See, that one won't fit now. But we can do as much as humanly possible. So that way when I relog, all of it'll be realigned again. Oops. This is the part where I think I relog. So I don't think I'll be able to fit anything else without it goofing up. Yeah, this other part. Yeah, okay. Relog again. What are you building? A Game Boy with Lego. You'll see. I keep running into an issue where the pieces keep. It's because I'm building off grid. They keep misaligning themselves as I build, and I have to like relog for them to like actually tighten up and align themselves. So this should be. I mean, I'll have to relog one more time even after I finish it to like make it look fresh and not all clunky. Hi. Hello. This is what I'm building. This. Yeah, you can see it. See all those gaps that were there? They like smooth themselves out. You just got to keep relogging once it gets to a point. At least this is, you can work through this. Some of these, sometimes these bugs. See, already it's, I'm gonna have to relog every time for one of these? Really? Oof. That's wrong. No, that needs to be one more space forward, right? It's so hard to tell with the misaligned. Because, oh, and I put it one space down. Damn it. Okay, that's as aligned as it can be. And then essentially we should be able to skip a space. And then can I get one to go right here? Cool, cool, cool. So that one I can get once I relog and it aligns again. That one, yeah, that one and that one I have to get after they align themselves. And then let's see if I could squeeze any more of these in. If only I could see. Cool, these ones are lining up nicely. Perfect. The more I can get placed every relog, the better, so I don't have to relog as many times. I can't see anything. I think I can get all of it besides those last two pieces. Yay! Move my fat Lego body. Big brick. All right. Relog one more time. Have I seen, is there a newer leak? Because I've seen some previous ones. Is it like fully leaked now? I missed it if someone answered earlier when I asked. All right, one more log out, and I think we could build the rest of it. I think one more relog. Okay. I'll have to check it out. I'm probably not going to get it day one. I might not get it ever, but I haven't been, like, I like Lego Star Wars still, as you can see, but I haven't been about spending thousands on it yearly. Come on. I want to build my Game Boy. So even that one's misaligned right now, but if I relog again, it will fix itself. And then I had one more back here, right? See, that's a little misaligned. Oh, I think it needs to be back a space, actually. I have zero depth perception in this game, I swear. And that's the wrong piece. Dang, the green piece, it goofs me up so much. Got it, okay. That's done, now I'm just gonna do the studs, which hopefully don't have the same issue. I mean, I guess if they do, they shouldn't matter. You won't notice. I thought this was the Lion Knight's castle. No, that's the Lion Knight's castle. What was the spacing? Was it 4? Yeah, it was 4. Damn it. I can't see. I think that's the right spot. But who's to say? I think that's in the right spot. Yeah. Not that this one matters as much, because you can't really see these studs, but how could I not? How could I not add all of them? If only the dark blue ones were dark blue in the menu, but they're green. That's so helpful. Boom. Ta-da! Build a big tank. That sounds cool. Just play Fortnite Battle Royale. Why? It's a completely different game, and I do play it from time to time. Oh my god, it's so cool. Thank you. The Lego Game Boy. The arcade lounge. So I don't get sued by Nintendo. Nintendo, please don't come after me. Yeah, and that's how I did it. Yeah, build them. It's fine right now. Anything else you could think I can add? What are some other toys I could add around it? What are some, like, because I got the Game Boy, got the Lego bricks cascading out. What else? Is there like another toy? Like I could like do more angular stuff, like built, flying out of there. What's another toy that would like mesh well here, you think? It would have to be really good. It has to look just as good as the Lego bricks and just as good as the Game Boy. But is there anything else I could like cherry on top this with, I mean, the power light is the only light. I don't know if I'd want anything else to light up, because if you remember, Game Boy Color wasn't backlit. So really, this thing didn't produce a lot of light other than the power button in real life. It literally didn't even have a backlit screen. Me living through the days of going on car rides where you'd have your Game Boy with you, but it was dark out and it was nighttime. So you either had, and I didn't have it the whole time, but I remember getting it at some point. The freaking attachment for the Game Boy Color that folded out and it had a light that shined down onto your screen. I'm not old, but I'm that old. Oh yeah, Pokeball. I think that would be too round. As much as I'd love to do something like that, I think it would be the only thing that looked off. But yeah, I think this is the only thing I'll be able to get away with. Anything other, just like, what can I think of? I guess I could do like, I don't really don't have other colors, but I guess I could do like smaller, like do an orange 1x4 brick instead of a 2x4. I could just do a 1x4. And maybe have those like, it'd be kind of interesting if I had like maybe that blue, like a 1x4 sticking out like this and like almost looks like it's anchoring it. There's no way I can make a red brick either, right? I just don't have the rounded pieces. Or does the tomato temple have rounded pieces at all? I don't think it has anything like perfectly round like that though. Because the only thing we're limited by for these bricks are these studs for the most part. Otherwise, there's a lot of mono-colored pieces that we could use for the bricks themselves. I could try doing like the Game Boy logo. That would be like it would be another project that I'd have to work on like tomorrow. Could start it today, but it would take a while. I could do like a pixelated Nintendo logo, and then even like, do I have the stuff for a Lego logo? Like if I wanted to do like kind of a pixely Lego logo, like white, black. I think I have white 1x1s, black 1x1s. I don't think we have red 1x1 rail pieces, do we? No. Trying to think what else. I mean, this is honestly super awesome. I'm just trying to think so I don't leave anything on the table. Also, I did want to ground that just a little bit better. This is literally being held up by one piece. There we go. Honestly, top 5 builds for sure. So cool. Thank you. Well, honestly, my top one non-structure build, like as far as just like non-village build, I definitely agree. It's got to be really up there, and then even overall, top 5 overall. I mean, I don't know if I need the controller, but that could be cool somewhere, like on one of the bricks, maybe. I forgot I have to do a sideways build just to throw it on there. Well, that would have to be really weird to go on correctly because of all this, but the game controller would look kind of cool worked into that blue brick, I think. That's the only other thing I could think of. Analogy, what? It's a Game Boy. Don't worry. It's got Pokemon Blue loaded up. We got blue version. Those are supposed to be like the stickers on the back, like the barcodes and stuff. So if you're wondering what all that jumble is on the back, I couldn't make it as detailed as I wanted. Yeah, Game Boy with Lego bricks. I think we're officially submitted for Brave's Build Challenge. And working power light. Exactly. Psst. If you get close enough, you can hear the hum. And it's got the ports on the side too. And the power switch. The only thing is we need a bigger plain black table. Because the button. The only thing I got the directional pad scaled correctly, but if you look at this, though it needs to be like just a little bit bigger, but these are the biggest black circles that are in the game, so I lucked out on this having all the correct pieces that came together for this. I'm satisfied. Maybe add some things that Brave likes. I mean, honestly, me and Brave are one and the same. I think he's only a few years older than me, and we've come to find out we have very similar interests. I'm sure if I showed this to him, he'd be like, yeah, that was me too. Game Boy and Lego. But what else could we add? Oh, what's that? When did that... What? It's gotta be a bug, right? It's not that color. I don't remember using 1x1s right there. Oh, I never did replace that one, I guess. The reason is, if you use the... Oops. If you use the really long one, it has a little dark spot. You just gotta use 2 of the regular one, or 2 of the half-size ones. I thought I replaced them all. There's one that I missed. Someone's probably screaming at me the whole time. Now it's finished! The only other thing I could think to do, and I still could, but I would have to kind of test. I don't want to mess with this right now. The only thing I could think is doing the screen. Instead of being a blank screen, I think that's where I go. I think I count the spaces, and I could I have ChatGPT help me. See if I can make like a scene, because I think we have enough colors to do a grayscale, right? Or like black, white, and gray. That would be enough to make like... Because it wouldn't be color, I guess, though. So that's the problem. It would more look like an OG Game Boy. The only one thing I was thinking about doing was, I guess I could do Tetris. That would be something I could put on the screen, but it would be tough. Because we have 1x1 like that. That's gray. It's pointed, but it still adds texture, I think, to that kind of pixelated effect. We have brown. We have whatever color that is. I can't tell. I think it's white, but now I can't. It's maybe grayish something. That one's kind of the same as the other one. Put that off to the side. It's a slightly different color, but it's like too long, to be honest. Because I think if I do some sort of like pixel art and put a game on the screen, that would be like crazy. No, we already did that one. And then there's this one. That one's gray. Perfect. So there's a gray one. And then this one's white. And that one, oh, this one's just like flat brown without sticking out. This one's dark brown, but it's like really long. Or is it? That one's a circle. So I have a total of, and I can't even see the color difference on that other piece. Hold on. Let's make it daytime here, which I thought I already did. It's perpetual night. use technology to do this. Okay, so it's definitely gray, but those are both. Did I use that piece twice, I guess? Dude, they gotta do a better job representing these. White? Which ones is it supposed to be darker green? Because what is this, dude? That's the same. It's the same piece in a different set. You can't fool me, beachy railing corner. You are the sunny railing 01B. I guess one's a stud taller, a plate. Literally one tile taller. That's the difference. Wait. Right? Yeah. Boo! I paid money for this railing. I guess that matches the height better. I guess I'm glad it's an option. I can't yell at it. Oh, that's the wrong one. Yeah, I guess that matches the height. So, will 3 colors get me by? Because I don't need that. I don't need that. And then I guess I have brown. So I guess these 4 colors, and they're all the same height, luckily. Or that one's a little bit lower, I guess. But then we'll have to live with that. But we have 4 colors. And then how many spaces is this screen? 1, 2, 3. I'm not going to count that way. How should I count? We're going to count with other floor pieces. 16, 32, 33, 34. Nope. 34 down. And 16, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40 across. Okay. Ideally, I wanted that to be actually like... Can I do that? Can I make it wider? If I moved it over 2, it'd be... No, I'd have to move them over like 3 to make it even. Yeah, because this is close to... I guess I can punch this into... I'd have to use like a generator. Because it's 34 by 40 pixels, essentially. If each stud is a pixel. Which wouldn't be perfect 1:1 ratio, but I could always... I guess if I just need to reduce 6, so that would be like 2 off the top and 3 off the bottom that I'd have to replace with black to make it 34 by 34. But then... Hold on, let me ask. Sir Chat GPT. Let's see. I'm making ChatGPT think for me. I'm close on the math. If I had it like 36 by 36 studs, I think that would be the right math to have 2 by 2 stud pixels. I'm gonna have to do this off stream. Too much thinking right now. But I think there's a way, and I could probably even procedurally generate the pixelated instructions. Cause like, yeah, I think if it was 36 by 36, it would just need to be a little wider. But it's pretty much impossible to center, I think, with the way that would be. But Game Boy Color, I think it was even saying it only has 4 colors, so I'd be able to do it, I think. Yeah, I'll figure this off stream for sure. Let's get rid of those. And if anything, I'd probably stick to 2 colors. Like, I'd probably just do like gray, black, and white, if anything. Oh, Gary would be. Maybe I could hire him. Make me get me the most 1-to-1, because like with it being pixelated and 1-by-1 studs in this game, you could probably get it pretty close to looking like an actual Game Boy screen. Like, I know that I can see the potential. It just takes it's going to take some math and planning. But my thought process would be, since in my head, I have Pokemon Blue loaded here, what I would put on the screen is like Ash, like a battle scene, like where Ash is down here, or your Red rather, your character, and then like Gary could be up here and have like the fight screen where your Pokemon's health is here, the enemy's Pokemon's health is up here, and then there's kind of like the 2 Pokemon there and there. If I could get that into a perfect pixelated screen, that would go so hard, and I would be ecstatic. He just did a hyper realistic Vin Diesel. Oh my god. I can't stop looking at it. It's so fun. Dun dun. The Arcade Lounge. In stores now. All right, let me run to the restroom, and then I think we'll log over and we'll do some Craftopia World stuff. Be right back. Where did that mushroom come from? Why do I keep tossing it? What? What's happening? You guys are supposed to keep me safe. Dang it, I'm all out of drink. Remember to smile. How's it going, engineer? Do you like what you see? Do you like what you see before you? And no, for legal purposes, Nintendo, it is not a Game Boy Color. It is an arcade lounge. Extra quotations for the Nintendo legal department, so I don't get sued. But it does have a working power button, although technically right now it's not powered on. But I've done things. Surprise TikTok hasn't been yelling at me for AFK lately. Oh, the mouse disconnected. But this is for Braves Build Challenge. My childhood in a nutshell. A Game Boy Color and Lego. I couldn't have built it better. Except I did. I am the king of the brick. Gotta have my epic bricks, you know? And yes, it's Pokemon Blue. We got Pokemon Blue loaded up. I mean, not Pokemon Blue. I mean... Roku Pond Blue-ish. It's not Pokemon Blue. Trying not to get sued. All right, let's log over to the Craftopia world, and we'll start farming some crystals over there. I mean, I won't be able to farm crystals day one. I'm gonna need to build up a little village area, but we got about an hour to do so. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Ta-da! Actually, I should probably get screenshots while I'm on too, real quick. Is that gonna be the right? I think it's gonna be perfect. Oh, just a little further back. Oops. Maybe a little closer. Because I could just zoom in on the photo, but I want it to be in highest detail possible. So somewhere like in between those two spots. There we go. Tip for taking screenshots, go to your options or your settings, go to game UI. You can only bring it down to 25%, but clears up your screen up. Get out of there. Photo bombing, dude. Screenshot. Pop, pop, pop. Might as well get a screenshot of the backside. And do some close-ups of things like the power button. Side ports. Gotta get some good Reddit photos, you know? Should probably like get the weapons out of my hand too, I guess. See, now the sun's not on it. Dang it! So I had like the perfect time of day for screenshots. Now it's gone. Now it's in the shadows, and it's gonna be for like the next like 10 minutes, or like 5 to 6 minutes probably. I guess I could take a better screenshot of the backside now though, since this is actually illuminated. Might as well. There we go. But I wanted to get a good picture of the controls, but now it's in a shadow. So I guess I'll just wait till tomorrow. Or not tomorrow, but in-game tomorrow. Also, I'm still working on the tutorial for this. I got some of it recorded, but I got distracted building a Game Boy. But this, I should have a tutorial for. If you have the LEGO Pass, you will be able to build this. This is actually pretty simple. I wanted this build to be simple so I could reproduce it for tutorial purposes. And then this one, I don't know if I'll try to get a tutorial out for this one eventually, but this one's a little bit more complex. It's going to take a little more of me remembering what I did and the spacing on everything exactly. Favorite Fortnite event? Probably like, I think it was my first one ever, was the Marshmallow event. Well, it was, I guess, the first concert. My first event was like the Mecha Team Leader one. Wasn't that the first live event? The Mecha Team one? I'm just waiting for it to be the next day again so I can get a good screenshot of the controls. It would have been, I would have had to make the Game Boy way thicker. But otherwise, I was thinking about making the game cartridge have balloons and have it lift up. Hi, babe. Food? Okay. Heather wants early dinner. I might have to oblige. Yes. Heather's calling for me. She wants dinner now, and she hasn't been feeling well, so I think I'm obligated to oblige her. I will, however, wait till the next day passes. I got that much time. Hi, Heather. Yeah, unfortunately, with having Crohn's, it's been... I don't want to say it's the Crohn's, but she's been having just days where she's just in mad pain and not feeling like doing anything, which I totally feel that. I don't have a lifelong disease, and I feel that. Travis Scott or the second Black Hole event. I liked the Eminem one. That was pretty cool. I'm just waiting for it to be the next day, and then I'll get my screenshot, and we'll call it a night. And then tomorrow, I will start with Craftopia. We'll get some crystals going tomorrow. Do you like how you can just barely see the switch coming off the side? I pay attention to every detail, man. So you can see it, the little power switch. You can just, like, from the side profile, you can just like the real one, you could just see it peeking out. It's protruding, so you can hit it with your finger easier. Just waiting for the next in-game day. Once it hits nighttime, I'll be able to make it morning, and then it should only be a few minutes before the sun hits the front. Because I got a good front side screenshot of the wide shot, but I did not get it for the. I wanted to get a close up of the controls. GG's indeed. If you're on TikTok right now, I'm going to be wrapping it up here soon, but come join me on Twitch for the next time. I should be live again tomorrow, as I am most days, not lately, but generally my stream schedule is most days of the week, 4 to 8 p.m. Pacific time. Actually, wait. Is it still on Pacific time? Or did we go through daylight savings again? I live in Arizona, so we don't do daylight savings. So like for me, I always stream it. I always stream from 4 to 8. But sometimes Arizona is Pacific time for part of the year, and then when everything shifts for daylight savings, then we go over to Mountain Standard Time, even though it's physically the same time here. Our classification of time zone just changes, and it's really I'm still Pacific time. Okay, I thought so. That's what I remember being on, but I couldn't remember if it was still that. Next construction bee. Maybe some more stuff with the battle pass, but I'm gonna also be doing some Craftopia playing for the next couple days, probably for a portion of my streams. I don't know what I'm gonna build next. I'm definitely gonna put out a tutorial for these bricks. Is it gonna be nighttime anytime soon? Go, go, go. There we go. Okay, perfect. Just wanted a nice screenshot of the controls a little closer. Just so it gives more insight to the build. There we go. I think that's the last screenshot I needed. I don't think I need. I got a close up of the power button, close up of the controls, backside, close up of the side ports. I think we're good. I suppose I get a video later. But yeah, we're good to go. Who are we raiding over to? God, that looks so clean. I like the further away you get too, kind of like all the details blend and it looks a little more realistic. Yeah, it looks like you could just pick that up right off the screen, start playing it. Flocka, perfect. Bada bing, bada boom. All right, everybody. If you're on TikTok, come check me out on Twitch and or YouTube. Same username. I'll be live tomorrow building some more, and I should have a tutorial up for these bricks literally by tomorrow because it was super simple. That should only take me a few, like literally like 10, 15 minutes to record and then another half an hour to edit it. Haven't seen you live in a while. Yeah, I've been live the last 3 days, but before that, I took about a week and a half mental break. So it's good to see you back. Thank you, Butterfingers. Have a good one, Power Pansy. Have a good one, Neptune. I am out of here. Bye.